Warren's words have really moved my heart, and if England is my heart, England should also feel moved. That's the spirit of Sri Ganesh. And I must say that I've seen so many things in Warren which are very heartening. Whenever I've felt desperate about things, you see, seeing him, I felt I must do something more. Because he really loves me very much, I've seen that. With complete selfless dedication. But dedication is a word which doesn't have that beauty of love. I mean, if I'm sitting down, he'll immediately worry if I've got the tea or if I need some heating or little things here and there, and I watch, I'm surprised. Like any other Sahajogi, he'll be jumping up here and there and finding out things to adjust. And even if I really once say that maybe, he just doesn't do it. Just doesn't do it. He said, that's it. Settled. I've never seen him asking me to give him time to meet him. Never. Not even once. He said, Mother, I must come and see you. Nothing. Never. I've not known how much money he spent all throughout his trip. I don't know, really. And I was wanting somebody to say that, Mother, we must pay for his travel. Because he's really spent all his money. And I was happy that David brought this point to me. I was very happy. One thing I feel that you cannot ask for love. That's something you cannot do. It's a very difficult thing to ask somebody to love. But that, I think, is the point one should say. When you think of Sri Ganesh, just have to know that he loves the mother so much that even a slightest hint, he knows what I want. He knows. He knows me too well. He's not at all so compassionate as myself, because he cannot forgive those who try to insult me. He cannot. Those who try to cheat me, those who try to be arrogant or egoistical. He doesn't believe in that. He cannot. He wants to punish. He's ready to punish, very anxious to punish such people. But if I say no, spare him, he listens to me. That's his quality. He cannot bear anything against me. Cannot bear. And left to him, I think, I don't know how many Sahajogis would have been there. Even to say no, Mother itself, he cuts you out on that point. I don't want that it should happen, because he doesn't know that you are still needing help and attention and tremendous compassion. But you can only know your mother through Shraddha, through faith. What he says is true. And why this faith? I mean, you see miracles every day, not only to him. Such games, such play, such things going on. How I have been able to express myself slowly. I don't want to give you any shocks. So, in a very beautiful manner, I have tried to bring forth the play of the divine. But I feel that even now people get into arguments. If I say, no, this won't work out, that's not good, I have to spend at least 4 or 5 hours going round and bringing the point to the heads of people that no, that's not good, that won't help you. But once I asked him, how is it you are so obedient? I mean, whatever I say, just he gets a hint, he agrees. He said, Mother, I've once learnt a lesson. That's my own marriage. And you didn't say no, but you did say to me that if it makes you happy, you didn't say it will make you joyous. And I've learnt a lesson from that, but we don't learn our lessons, is the point. We don't learn our lessons. We argue. That comes from ego. If you have superego, we make others mad. Like somebody came from America, and I mean, he was just mad that he must come and see me. I mean, I'm so busy, I have no time, you know that. I have to correct this book, I have to correct that book, now we have to do this Advent, and that is to be done. I have to look after my household, and this and that. I'm so busy. But the person really made them mad that he must see me. Now, if you come from America, that doesn't mean that you must see me because you never took time with me. I'm busy here now. When I went to America, it's all right. Which is true. And we do not realize that what we are doing, that we don't love Mother. We don't love her. We think of our needs, our impressions, our talking is a fact. Like somebody I asked, all right, you speak, you are a good speaker. All right. The person starts speaking and he becomes egoistical. How can you be? If you just start giving a good speech, you become egoistical. Somebody made good photographs, I said, these are good photographs. He becomes egoistical. You cannot praise anyone in this country, is the worst thing. He says, Agya is clear. I don't know what sort of an Agya is clear here. You cannot praise. I mean, I try to be nice. I say, oh, your photographs are very nice. Immediately the person becomes egoistical. You give some work to someone. All right, you do this work, postering. Somebody is doing. His ego goes up. What is this? Like a balloon? There's no depth. There's no gravity. Now why? This is the question. He asked me many times why it happens, Mother. The reason is, I told them the other day, I think they have a tape on this, you can go through that. But a simple thing is that we have lived a superficial life here. We are superficial people. Because the society is such. This machine has made us like this. We have read books. We have pampered egos. Our forefathers had went and fought in other countries thinking no end of themselves. Then we had this war. With the war, we became also nonsensical, either aggressive or we have become with superego. We have boots. We have conditionings. All these things are there. We are not our genuine self, is the point. So I think the being that is going to be enlightened by your spirit is covered with ego, and on top of that is a sheen of that superficial being that you are. So Mother says, all right, Mother did this, all right. Nothing goes inside, I feel. There's no love. If you are in love with someone, even if the person is in that vicinity anywhere, Mother is in London, just think Mother is in London. Just think. If you love me, just think. What a happy thought it is. She's in England. It's a happy thought. Think on those lines. But it does not work out because that the genuine thing that is inside is covered with ego or superego. Your bhoots are in between. So what happens? That you live with that superficial nonsense. Nothing goes inside. It's all that level. You ask anyone, they'll say, I'm all right, I'm like this, I'm like that. Why? Nothing goes inside. Why? Because the genuine self is lost. What is going to enlighten you is not your artificial thing. You know, artificial fiber, if you have artificial fiber, it doesn't penetrate anything. It can penetrate into everything, but nothing can penetrate into it. Like that artificial thing on us. And we live with it all the time. Now, why he said about Maharashtra? Because Maharashtrians are not exposed to artificiality. They don't know what is artificiality. People think they are stupid, they are foolish, they are no good for business, they are not good for this, they are not good for that. But the main thing is that their genuine being is not covered with any nonsense. I am something. I have never seen Warren feeling that way. That's something surprising. I've never seen him feeling that he's important, that he should be near me, he should be in my company. Never. Never even I've heard him anywhere around. I have to call for him. Unless and until I call him, he'll never come before me. He wants to see if I need him, otherwise he's not bothered. He just feels that I'm around, mother is somewhere. Unless and until, but if I tell him what and I want, whatever he may be, he'll just rush and come. It's a very good example for you. I'm happy there's some examples of this kind. There are many others. I'm not saying it's only Warren. And then if you take up any responsibility in Sahaja Yoga, then you start thinking you are great. You are a great Sahaja Yogi. You have done this, you have put the postering, you have done this. This shows the caliber. People from absolutely dead conditions have risen so high. And while people from quite normal conditions are nowhere there, just there. Why? Caliber. Now everybody has that caliber. What I'm trying to say, every one of us have the caliber. But it is not evident in everyone because the amount of covering they have. Everybody has capacity to love. Everyone has capacity. But if you have covered yourself completely with artificiality, you cannot love. Now if you ask me, Mother, how to love, what am I to tell? I love you, no doubt. I love all of you. I love you very much. I'm bothered about you. But what I find that when I'm bothered about somebody, that person starts taking advantage. I don't mind taking advantage. But by taking advantage, that person goes down completely. If I'm bothered about something, then one thinks that they immediately start thinking they're very important. That mother is so much bothered about me. Now, try to understand that this is a country which is my heart. This is my heart itself. And Sahasrara is nothing else but his heart. Have you noticed how it is nicely managed already? That if Kundalini has to break, it has to break through the heart chakra. If your heart is not all right, you cannot break your Kundalini, your Sahasrara. Have you seen that? That the Brahmarandra, the last opening, is on the heart chakra. I know everyone very well. There are people who are mediums with us. I know that. But they don't know they'll go to hell. It's a very dangerous time you are in. Be careful. And that makes me feel even worse when I think that they don't know on what horrible times your feet are dangling. So don't play games. I know English language has its own styles and things. English mannerism has its own ways, methods. Forget that you are English. That's the best way. English think that we are different people, we are of the heart, you see, great people. In Italy, I told one journalist lady who had come, very good lady. She said, Mother, one thing I didn't like the sentence you said, that England is the heart. How can it be? Horrible. She couldn't believe it. She said, only because you said I tolerate it, but anybody else saying it I would not tolerate. So, how far we have gone down as English, you must see the reputation of English abroad. An advancement we have made is to reach the status of punk rocks. So when there is such a situation in a country, how serious we have to be about it. Because this country is going to save the world or is going to mar the world because it is at Viswasthana. Where mother is to be accepted. Whether mother is to be settled and worshipped and adored. But do we have that seriousness of understanding that we are born at a time when the responsibility is much more on us? We don't realize that you are born in the heart means our responsibility is much, much more than other people are. On the contrary, we are born on the heart, so we are great people. Finished. There are certain things which you follow, simple things is going to help you. The other day I met somebody who had a nonsensical thing like a hamsa. I said, Hamsa, how can you have? Are you putting oil every day? Are you putting ghee every day? He said, no. I said, why? It's a simple thing like that. Why don't you do every day? Mother is here. She'll look after us. The responsibility is not felt because there's no seriousness about it. You don't know. The job is great. You can do it. You have the caliber. Face yourself up, every one of you. It's not facing others. Face yourself up. And I find, really, I must say, Italians, really, I must say, what Warren says is true. It's true. We have Antonio with us in the house, I see. He's very different from all other English people. He's very different. He's so balanced, he's so much there. Then there are some people, funny people I've seen, they have been with us so far so. They'll go and do this course, they'll go do this, that. It's nonsense going on all the time. And one person like that can spoil all of them. We have so many stupid people on the periphery in Surge Yoga in England. We do not have so many numbers anywhere else on the periphery. We have tremendous people as well as some people who are really horrid. I was trying to make a blacklist everywhere, and we had the maximum number in India, in England. Maximum number in England. Now, when I'm going and leaving you here, you see, my heart wrenches really sometimes because I know you are not yet matured enough. But why not mature? Because there's no seriousness about it. Then they will come, we need a leader, somebody. Why? Why do you want somebody to hit you on your head all the time? To tell you things like that with your own dignity? Why not come up? Now I'm going, you all have to work it out. So when you go to India, even Indians say that English are the worst. This is the certificate. And you have to be the best people, better than even Australians. It's so simple because now we are at Sastra, working at Sastra. Do you see why I have to say all these things? Because you are born. You are born in this country. You are the people. But whatever I say is, mother speaks very well. Let's have a tape. All right. Very nice to hear. It's a great entertainment, mother is talking. She talks very well. Doesn't go inside anything. Doesn't go. It's like a plastic on top. A complete plastic cover. So, one has to learn certain things. Few things are like Vishuddhi Chakra. Now, English don't talk, but they move their heads too much. If they say yes, they'll go and sing yes, 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 yes. All the time their necks are moving. I mean, they have long necks and they must go on moving their necks all the time. There's no need. Why to bend your neck so much? Even if they say something, yes, 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 yes. Like they'll say, today's program was very good. Yes, yes, yes. Themselves certified. But they don't see it because they don't want to see it. That's Vishuddhi Chakra. You don't talk because when you talk, horrible things come out. So you're so afraid of talking that you just don't talk. But talk to yourself on the mirror. Talk to yourself. See how you can respect, how you can be kind, how you could be nice. But no, the practice is more of sarcasm, more of saying harsh things, horrible things. And that's it. It should have I know it's a flair. It should have a beautiful thing. It should not be a serious sermon. No. But say something sweet and nice. It's so evident when I say something sweet. Like the other day, we were in France and I asked Vido, you better speak in Italian and somebody should translate you. On the way I was just thinking, who will translate Vido? Because somebody who knows French and Italian well, who will do that? And when I entered the hall, I saw Ruth, you see, standing there with her. I had not seen her. I didn't know she was there. She had come all the way. I felt all the way she's run from there and now she's holding in her hand this mic and she is holding food. My heart became so large. And I really felt like embracing her. And the eyes, you see, spoke what I felt. The way she came round, you see, she was there. I was worried, who will translate? And there she was. You see, I also get help like this. When people love me, I know I get help. But if they don't love me, there are obstructions, problems, this, that, all nonsense. You get so fed up, you don't want to see them. Sometimes it happens. But if there is love, the whole communication works through love, the subtle love, the whole ether has got this subtler love, every matter has got this subtler love, everything has, and the whole thing, you see, goes into waves and you just get the message. But if you are not on that reception point, or if you are not there, nothing works, neither you nor me. It's a mutual thing. I help you, but you help me too. What's me is you, but you are not at that level because you are on a superficiality. And because of this superficiality, also, you are not collective. But the sense of collectivity is very, very tricky, also, one must understand. Some people start forming groups and they think they have been collective. Forming group is a sign of most uncollective behavior. But they think we have been very collective, we have been very nice, you see, very happy people. So what I have to tell you is that you understand your responsibility, you see. You are in the head office. In the head office. And the people who are not in the head office are doing much, much better than you. Then the whole office has to collapse. Suddenly you hear a news that somebody is fighting with someone. Again he's gone back to his normal self. Only in England. He gets repossessed. Again he's left out. Again he's repossessed. Again he's clearer. Again he's repossessed. Because there is no seriousness about it. The faith that is serious gives you awe, gives you a feeling of joy, but there is awe. You love that awe, you enjoy that awe. Mother is around. What are we doing? Where are we? And that's the first sign. That's the first sign that you are realizing who is your mother. First sign. It is very easy just to jump into it, just like your Kundalini awakening, I can tell you. And Americans, are speedy people. I knew if they start, they have to just start, that's point. I know that. Americans have to just start and they'll shoot off. And they shoot off very fast. Their speed. If they take the speed, you must know what they are capable of. There's another one that's coming up very well, which I must tell you, is Munich. I didn't want to go there. There was a Polish stupid woman, she told me all wrong about Munich people. So I thought if this is the sample, I better not go. Then I felt the vibrations. And tremendous vibrations. And the seriousness with which they were hearing me, you see, the intense, as if there was a mathematical class or some sort of a science class I was talking about, with complete attention, not even blinking. Absolute absorption of every word I was saying. I was amazed at these people. And once the Germans get to Sahaja Yoga, God save you all. I can assure you, you cannot come up to their levels because they have built up themselves like that. They have built up people. They are people of discipline. And when they will come to Sahaja Yoga, you will see what will happen. So all this lovey-dovey business and this kind of a, what you call this? I don't know in English word what you call. Wishy-washy is different. What I'm saying, a person who is neither here nor there all the time, bending like this, lecha pecha as we call in Hindi language, and also telling me I'm like this, all this nonsense. How many will be left out, I don't know. So, if I say anything, just know that I know what it is. I know what is going to happen. But you won't learn your lessons, I know. If I told somebody, don't go back or stay back, that person learns ultimately that this was the thing, correct, mother said it. But how many times? It is the point is now. So now I'm going away. I want to tell you that we all have to be serious people. Whatever mistakes we have committed, forget it. Be serious people. Those who are egoistical, trying to form groups, are mediums like, they talk like stupid people, trying to organize programs in a stupid way, giving big lectures, should come down to normal now. Nothing doing. Be serious. We have to be alert. Those who will sleep now will lose completely. I must warn you, it's important. Time is short. You are important people, no doubt about it. But if you are no good, you will be losing your position completely. The day when I'm thinking of going to India, for a mother, she's more worried about people who are still not there. She's always worried. Like a boat is going, I've got many people in the boat quite settled down, even from England. But there are many still halfway in the water, you see, coming up, going down. You are not worried about the people who are on the boat, but you are worried about the people who are still halfway. And that worry is on my head. I am serious. The climate is serious. The weather is serious. How it rained and rained and rained today. The whole nature is bothered. Don't think that only if you are educated, uneducated, you come from this sort of a life or that. That's nothing important. Spirit is above all these things. But to make the spirit shine, you see, to work on your nerves, that sheen has to go away, otherwise it will never work. Whatever you do, it should please me is one of the ways. It should please me. That's one of the signs. So how do we do it? Put me in your heart. Just try to put me in your heart. It's very simple. I am before you now. I am in person. I was trying to give realization to one of my relations today. And I said that you don't close your eyes. He said, no, I'm not looking at your face. Because when I see you, I feel you are my aunt. But I'm just looking at your feet so that I shouldn't feel any more that you are my aunt. You are very great. And your face is the one that puts me into illusions. He could see, it's a Mahamaya. He said, only at your feet I look. And through your feet only, I can get over this barrier, this feeling. In the same way, when I am a Mahamaya, I know I am, I had to be. But you have to put my feet into your heart. just my feet into your heart. Because photo, face, everything might be an illusion. Might be by seeing my face, you do not get over your barriers. To say, I must see mother, I must do this, mother must come to my house, she must have food at my place, she must visit my home. All this is so stupid, I cannot understand what's the matter with these people. Mother, please come in my heart. Let me clean my heart so that you are there. Put your feet into my heart. Let your feet be worshipped in my heart. Let me not be in delusion. Take me away from illusions. Keep me in reality. Take away the sheen of superficiality. Let me enjoy your feet in my heart. Let me see your feet in my heart. Only such people. Even Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha have done that. So don't you think you have to do it? So humble down yourself. Humble down yourself in your heart. Humble down in your heart. Enjoy your humility. Enjoy your virtues. The greatest virtue of a Sahajogi is humility. Now, so many things you have seen to convince you. But in no way it can mean any kind of subjection. Because what subjection you can give me? Think of that. When every subjection is a blessing, what subjection you are giving? Every feeling in the heart is a blessing. Just now you feel it and you feel the joy in your heart. Then what is your subjection about what? I can understand people who are just newly calm, who are good for nothing, but you are not on the periphery. But some of them do go into periphery in no time. You give them some work, finished. If I am sweet to someone, finished. If I see someone, finished. I mean, this is too much. I can't even be nice to you. If you do any mistakes or anything, then you get your left Vishuddhi. You've done your mistake, all right, finish it. You love me, maybe there's something wrong in the love, or maybe something has happened, doesn't matter. Now, I'm going to be cautious. I'm not going to make any mistakes. How could I do this mistake? Because I was not fully in love. If I'd loved something, I would have not done such a mistake. All right, so develop your love. No, you will do, I feel guilty because I've done such a thing. So you miss this and that both. So your mistake becomes a barrier again. Don't feel guilty about it. We have to progress further. Forget the past. Forget the past. Forget the past. We have to go further. We have to be serious people. When we talk, we should talk with that dignity of that awe. That's very important. And once you develop that awe, your Ekadasha will disappear. Ekadasha will disappear. Just think of the awe. See the silence and the joy. And the joy of the awe is deep, very deep, like a sea. See, on superficial level is very turbulent, but inside is silent, absolutely silent. Feel that depth. Without awe, you cannot go down. I have sometimes even said little loudly some things to Warren, I know. It's never felt. But with some people I've never said because I know the person won't take it from me. But he never feels that I have said anything wrong or to hurt him in any way. That's the sign of complete awe. And it's just a wee bit of penetration, a very little bit of penetration. Forget the self importance, forget the greatness that you think about yourself. When you become the zero, then you become the mother. As long as you are like a cup, you are small. When the boundaries are cups are broken, there's no more a cup. And this is what today I have to tell you. Today is the 11th day. And 10 days, out of which 9 days were the periods of fights. 10th day is the period of victory. Now 11th day is of enjoyment. But how can the people who do not have the awe enjoy? I cannot understand. Because Ekadasha forms the barrier. And the barrier of Ekadasha, you know what it is. Feel the awe and you'll go deep into your heart. Deep into your heart. Because you are at a point where just you have to have the gravity to go down. Working out. Try to keep that. Slowly and slowly, you all have come up to a point. Only thing is now develop your depth. Go deep down. I know there are frivolous people. They'll all be dropped out in no time. Don't worry about them. I know what people are doing, how they are behaving. I know every one of you very well. Each one of you. So respect your body, respect yourself, keep your hamsas all right at least. And I'm sure if you become serious about it, you need a serious understanding of the whole thing. That's what is lacking. Because if you love someone, the whole thing becomes an entire possession sort of thing. You see, entire being is so seriously involved into it that you cannot afford to miss anything. And that's it is going to help you. But seriousness never means you are not enjoying. Enjoyment is so deep. It's pouring into the heart. I play with you. I always try to say things that will please you. And it should please you much more that I have said what today is that how to reach your depths. To reach that gravity that will make you the gurus. Today I had to talk to you like a guru because I feel that now the time has come for all of you to become gurus of the right type, not with egos or talking bigs and creating a big sort of a show out of you. but a definite depth within you. That people see that here is a beacon of mother. And it is so fantastic. Whole thing is so great to be that. This is what the gurus used to do first of all. Is to cleanse people, clear them out, take out their barriers, make them take out their egos by hanging them round, you see, putting them on top of the well, putting them down 5, 6 times, you see, dipping them down. They used to do all this for what? But now you can do it because I am before you. Because I have come. This is the reason. Understand what Warren has so rightly said. You might say that mother was working through him, maybe. But I always work through you if you are one with me. Even when I am speaking, you are speaking, and when you are speaking, I am speaking. You know that. But with all this, that awe is very important. And that gives you the love that thinks. Complete integration of your heart and your brain. The love that thinks is thoughtful. Love that thinks. And then the third integration, the love that acts. But first, this integration must be brought in. The love that thinks, which understands, which feels. And then the love that acts. But the basic is the love. It starts from the heart, is the love. I think you better take my tape today and listen to it. Meditate. Meditate on that. I want to see my children in England develop the depth in language, in speech, in feelings, in expressions, in the personality. It's only the awe that will make it. But awe which is not frightening, but awe that's joy giving. This is the integration of it. Awe that is joy giving. Is not frightening. Open your hearts. It doesn't mean you should be frivolous. With all the care. Have you seen a lotus opening? How beautifully it opens. Slowly, every petal so careful not to hit each other. Slowly it opens out. And then the fragrance starts pouring in. The most dignified manner. Such a flower only can be offered at the lotus feet of the Adi Shakti, isn't it? May God bless you. May God bless you.